soft, serene, and once crowned color of the year. Sherwin Williams Upward has a lot to live up to, but does it deserve the spotlight? Let's dive in. I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about this paint color and also provide you with 3 perfect color pairings that go awesomely with it. So let's get right into it. Sherwin Williams Upward is a light, airy, powdery blue with just enough gray to keep it feeling classy and sophisticated. It was very recently celebrated as a color of the year, and for fairly good reason, I would say. It's decently versatile for a blue. It's calming, but never really boring. With an LRV, or a light reflectance value of 57, it reflects light beautifully, but maintains enough depth to make a statement. It sits in a perfect little middle ground where it's not blue enough where it'll feel like it only belongs in a little boy's room, sorry to say, but also not gray enough where it just feels very plain and bland. It strikes a very good balance. Upward works wonders in spaces where you want a tranquil vibe, bedrooms or bathrooms, but its subtle elegance also shines in those living rooms or those more open spaces. And if you pair it with crisp whites, you get a fresh, clean look, or you can team it up with darker navy blues and soft grays to create a layered, cohesive palette that ends up feeling a little more adjacent and analogous. It's a blue that feels fairly timeless because it does reflect the sky a little bit, but still fresh and modern. Personally, I don't mind it at all. I think it's an interesting choice in smaller pockets, and there is a whimsical quality when you use it on things like kitchen cabinets. I feel like it's a very purposeful choice when people go with it. There is an easy, breezy element that is really fun. So if that reflects your personality, this is a color you should really test out or sample before committing to. And don't forget to sample my 3 color pairings as well, which are right over here. So here we have Upward by Sherwin Williams. Not only a January color of the month, but a color of the year. This is a big deal. And a lot of the press that you saw online, Upward was seen as a kitchen cabinet color, something that just feels like you can not only use it in a bathroom or a kid's bedroom, but you can bring it out into the main areas of your home. And I think that sentiment is great. It just encourages people to push that colorful envelope a little bit further, which I do like. In terms of color pairings that go with this soft, powdery denim blue, the white choice would be extra white. This is going to be your quintessential cooler white by Sherwin Williams, and I didn't want to necessarily go into a warm direction with the white. I wanted to keep it crisp. This will be a white paint that will nicely contrast Upward, but still fit in that cool realm, let's say. And then in terms of the light color pairing, I want to bring in a little bit of warmth, but not too much, and that's with Incredible White. Now, this is not a white, it's more of an off-white. I mean, if you look down in the details, we have a 74 LRV, so quite rich for a white paint color. This is almost a grayish, so there is a more noticeable amount of warmth mixed in somewhere, but the gray aspect has a heavier weighting compared to maybe that bit of beige that's mixed in. So it's not going to completely work against Upward and Extra White as those cooler colors. It's still kind of in that cooler family. At least it'll probably appear that way. I could see Incredible White being a great partner to Upward if you were, let's say, doing upper and lower cabinets. I think that's a great option. Or if you wanted to have one as the cabinet color and then have the other as the surrounding wall color in the kitchen, I think that's great too. Incredible White's also an incredible main color. So if you wanted to continue this throughout your home, it's a great option if you're okay with a bit of gray. So test it out, please. Just make sure that it's the right choice for you. And then finally, the bright option or the accent color choice is going to be Downing Slate, which isn't necessarily super bright. Upward is probably the brighter color. Downing Slate is going to act as that accent that brings in the richness. It's not the exact same type of blue that Upward is. I would say Downing Slate does have a touch more of a green undertone, goes a little more into that nautical feel, while Upward kind of has that slight hint of maybe purple that gives it that denim sort of feel, that sky blue. Downing Slate does feel more like deep ocean vibes to me. It's not the predictable choice in terms of a dark blue, like a navy perhaps. Has a little more nuance to it. It brings in a little bit of that green, which gives it a bit of character, but still fits like a glove with Upward and the rest of the colors in the palette. I think it's a really fun option, especially if you do like blues, you do like cooler colors. 'Cause even though we're going through a big warm neutral moment, I know there's a lot of you that do appreciate the cool side of things. And that's it.